Mobile rapper HoneyKomb Brazy.
Yeah, that's right. And you may recall that homicide detectives are currently investigating the deaths of his grandparents that happened back in February. Now the rapper's mother believes that she was the target of last night's shooting.
Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about HoneyKomb Brazy. Now, I've covered HoneyKomb Brazy a lot. I've talked about all the situations he's had going on before the situation with his grandparents. But for those of you who need a refresher, HoneyKomb Brazy is a Mobile, Alabama-based rapper, right? And dude had a horrific situation happen with his grandparents, man. It looked somebody, and allegedly his ops, went up to his grandparents' house, shot the house up, burned the house down. It made national news. I'm talking about the feds got involved. It was such a heinous crime. Everybody's eyes turned on this situation just to see what in the world is going on with HoneyKomb Brazy. Well, since then, HoneyKomb Brazy has been in and out of trouble with the law personally, and there's been new developments in the case. The last time we talked about HoneyKomb Brazy, we were looking at a suspect. Now, in order to put all this together, we first got to go back to the original video that we did, but then we're going to talk about the new development and what took place last night or either the night before. It looks like the ops ain't done yet, man, because they ran up on HoneyKomb Brazy's mama's house this time. And this story keeps going on, man. Now, before we get to the video of this and we talk about the specifics, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about this HoneyKomb Brazy situation with his mama's house getting shot up. Now, for those of you who don't know, HoneyKomb Brazy's grandparents' house was shot up and burned down in a horrific incident that happened a couple of months back. I think it's going on like 5 or 6 months now, right? Now, after that, HoneyKomb Brazy had been investigated. You know, he had been put under a microscope and they were looking at everything he had been doing. They had been looking at his involvements, and he ended up getting arrested himself, as well as being in several alleged shootings after that incident. None of those shootings have been, proven in the court of law. There's been no valid reports that you could detail, just videos online mostly of stuff that has been taking place, right? Now, the most recent shooting that we know about now is his mother's house that was most recently shot up, man. Now, we know this because of a news report that came out with the local NBC News affiliate there in Mobile, Alabama, right? They put out a detailed news story, and I'm going to cut to that in a second. Now, in this news story, they're going to talk about the fact that his mom's house has been shot up numerous times, and just getting a glimpse of her made the shooters want to go there and shoot the place up. It's a wild story, and it seemed like they have security all around the property, so it's even wilder to say the least, man. Now, let's go ahead and check out this clip.
In this surveillance footage NBC 15 News obtained, you hear 5 shots fired on Clark Street at 2 in the morning.
They came back.
They keep shooting up your home.
And I don't even live here because I had to leave because of that, but them fresh bullets.
Tanisha Jones believes her home was the target. She wasn't home when the shots were fired, but had been at the home yesterday and believes people saw her there.
They shot it up again. I can tell. I came here yesterday.
And those weren't there yesterday?
Not this glass, none of that.
A family 3 doors down woke when 2 bullets came into their home overnight. They declined to talk on camera. Jones says this isn't the first time her home's been shot.
And how many times do you think your home has been shot at?
For sure, I know it's 3, but now I know it's 4 times.
Why do they keep targeting you?
I don't. Because they want my son, Nashawn Jones, dead.
Her son, Nashawn Jones, a local rapper, is also known as HoneyKomb Brazy.
Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man, and I know you're enjoying this video, but make sure you go and you follow me on social media platforms like Instagram, and also go to my Twitter page and make sure you hit that follow button there so you can get the latest and greatest updates of when I'm dropping my videos. And man, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button so we can spread this video around, and we trying to get 2,000 likes, so run them likes up. All right. Okay, man. Now, you heard in that news story a couple of things. So let's unpack all of that, man. Now, in that NBC News story, they talked about the fact that his mom doesn't even live at that house, really. You know, I don't know if she rents it or she's living somewhere else because of her safety, but it seems like she expects something bad to happen at that house, right? So they have cameras all around the house. The cameras caught the shooting and the sounds of the shooting going down, right? She said that she was only there for a little bit the day before, and that gave them enough inclination to say, hey man, she's at the house and we gonna shoot the house up? I mean, at this point, I'm still like, what kind of beef does HoneyKomb Brazy have? These dudes are relentless. I mean, they're nonstop. This is wild, to say the least. Because everybody and their mama knows, no pun intended, that HoneyKomb Brazy is locked up right now. I did a story, everybody did a story on it, right? So for them to go to this house to shoot up his mama or his mama's house, that's just cold-blooded, man. Like, what in the world is going on in this situation? I mean, I've seen it in movies. I've heard about it in rap songs. But this is real deal going down. And for his mom, another point, for his mom to openly admit on news that, hey, man, they want my son, Nashawn, dead. Like, to come to that realization that somebody wants your child dead, you don't get old and up in age so that you have to worry about this type of craziness, man. I mean, I actually feel for the lady in this situation, to be honest, man. And HoneyKomb Brazy, I understand why he was, man, yes, when he got caught with a weapon or whatnot, that he was breaking the law. He knew he shouldn't have been doing that. But a part of me is like, yo, I kind of get where he was coming from. If this is the kind of beef you have, if this is the kind of drama you have, I mean, what other means do you have? You got to protect yourself or either move away or something. And from what I've been hearing, he was actually spending a lot of time out of town. Like, the incident that happened with his grandparents is actually what brought him back in town. Now, tell me if I'm wrong in the comments, but that's what I've been hearing a lot of, and people have been telling me. Now, to be real, HoneyKomb Brazy is currently locked up. And the last update we got about the situation with his grandparents, there was a suspect that they feel was connected to the shooting death of his grandparents. The grandparents that were lost in that situation were also the parents of his mom that was in that news story. So this story is just wild, to say the least, and hopefully it doesn't have a negative end for HoneyKomb Brazy. You don't work hard in the rap game and come up as a rapper just to be pulled back into some in-town stuff that's going to lead you to a bad end. Now, to be real, I can't see this going any other way, though, and I hate to put it out there like that, but hopefully I'm wrong. What do you guys think about this situation? Do you think that HoneyKomb Brazy has any way of, anything that he could do in this situation that could stop all this from happening outside of, putting himself in danger or putting himself in trouble with the law? Or do you feel like this is just something that goes with street life and now it's playing out in rap music? People just got to get used to seeing it and see it for what it is. Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.